week of therapy. Excuse the look. I went to the gym today, had brunch, then came back and met my therapist. I've really been on self-care, okay? But I met with a new therapist today. It is a guy, and I was skeptical about meeting with a guy. I don't know why. I just felt more comfortable meeting with a female, but that didn't go well last week, so I was like, hey, I'll take anybody. This person, he told me about his life and asked me about my life. So his thing is forming a client-therapist relationship, building trust to be able to talk about things that we feel bring humility, that bring embarrassment, that bring sadness, that bring happiness, to be able to get a full concept of what's happening here. So that was very warming to talk to him about that and talk about music. And he asked me to sing Erica Badu. And he said, I'm not perfect, I can't sit here and say I am. I can't say I can fix you. I don't know if there's anything to fix in you. We just have to get to know each other and establish a base to grow from there. I said, perfect. That sounds great. You're already way ahead of the lady I had last week. So after talking to him and talking about important moments in my life that I remember and things that he asked me what events in my life have happened for me to become who I am today. Boy, that's a novel. Not to tell everything I talked about in therapy, but some of the main things were academic excellence, nothing, only A's are to be brought home, girl. And getting lots of awards and being the overachiever because I had no choice but to be smart, even though it came naturally. There are points where I remember in school I've learned something, it's in my head, and then, the teacher has to go over and over for other people to understand. I'm just like, la da da. And that's one reason I think I'm in my head so much. My family outside of my home never heard me talk much. I was always quiet. I was always thinking. I was always in some dream somewhere or reading a book, slightly uninterested in what's going on around me. And really didn't have I was socially awkward. I had friends, but I felt I was socially awkward because there's just a lot of things. Couldn't listen to this, couldn't listen to that, couldn't watch this movie, couldn't watch that, that I couldn't do. So I kind of didn't get that full experience. Or the way I talked. Didn't sound black enough, didn't sound white enough, talk like a white girl, oh, you're fat, you're the nerdy black girl, all the things, that kind of shapes you as you growing up. And I said I focused more when middle school came to be in after school clubs, to push myself to not be as shy, into high school where I was in almost every after school club, especially with student council. Student council was my life. And a lot of those leadership skills that I thought I would never use again, that I use now every day, really shaped and put me on the course. Then going to college, then leaving college, dropping out, feeling like a failure, losing a lot of friends that I thought were friends, and just carrying on, being in a dark spot a long time until my friends, my life, my brothers helped me form Laiken Love, So all of that kind of paints a picture of how I'm here and why I'm so headstrong and why I'm so self-critical of myself. So I'm aware. That's one thing he kept saying. He's like, you're very aware of what's happening. I said, yeah, but I just have a block. Like, I want to write music. I don't know how to unlock the writer in me. I want to, do this project, and I don't feel comfortable enough or feel I'm good enough or established enough to pull this off. But I think I could do it. I just have to trust people, to form a team, to have the right people on my side, and move from there. And he's like, yeah. He said, but with what you talked about, I can see how you feel the way you do. And I can see how this has shaped you into how you move. And he said, I'm just here to be a listening ear and to help you get to that. To achieve those goals. But it's going to take a lot of us getting to know each other and to establish this base, and to expose a lot of things to get there. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I need to hear. I can't be solved. The problems can't be solved overnight. I don't have any mental health issues. It's just me trying to figure out life. I'm doing a maintenance. He's like, why do you want therapy? I said, well, I'm 36. I've never had therapy before, and I feel it's a good time to have a tune-up done. to self-check, to have someone look from the outside, to see where I am. Maybe I just think I'm too hard on myself, and the problems aren't as extreme as I think. I don't know. I really don't know, but I do have some blocks that I do want to overcome and some hurdles I need to jump over, and that's why I'm here. And he said, well, you made the first step in volunteering to do this. You know, some people have to be court mandated. I said, that is true. But I don't want to get there. And I also don't want to be so wound up where I have a full mental breakdown on stage. So, and I talked to some friends earlier about this. I said, you see me all the time. People think, oh, you make this look easy. And I say, you don't know the process that goes behind it. You don't know how many tears I've shed over this. You don't know how much anxiety I have behind this. You don't know how much fear I live with and thinking I'm going to fail. So it's great to be heard. It's great to be seen. And I'm going to continually work on myself and journal and write this down. And therapy may not be for everyone. I may get to a point and say, hey, this is no longer serving me, and I'm just going to go on by myself. You know, I just have to consistently work and say I try to get there with someone helping me and keeping me accountable. That's one thing that was major he talked about. And also going through past, whether friendships, relationships, Jesus Christ help me, to get a better sense of who I am, and to further get those thoughts of self-sabotage kind of wound down and maintainable and manageable. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm really glad I chose to get someone else with another insight. And he said his method may not work for everyone. He's lost plenty of patients that felt that he didn't help them. And I was like, yeah, it isn't for everybody. And the person last week, I thank her for the time. And I thought it was going to be worth something. But my mind was like, no, this isn't it. It isn't it. So I said all this to say it worked out well. And I've made another appointment with him next week. And I'm going to continue on this course. And thank you for joining me on this journey, and we are going to make something great. Till then, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for viewing my video today. I really appreciate it. I hope you gave it a thumbs up and you've subscribed to my page, along with hitting that notification bell for future videos coming from me. And also visit my other social media handles, that is Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, all under the same handle at Laiken Love. I thank you for enjoying the space with me as I grow and learn more about producing more social media content, and I hope to see you soon in the future. Enjoy.